Busy Beavers. Written by Kathleen Wiedner-Zofeld, illustrated by Doreen Gay Castle. In the warm, lazy summer, a pair of young beavers wanders up and down a forest stream. They are looking for the perfect place to make their home. Twigs, bark, and leaves are the beavers' favorite foods, so they choose a stretch of creek with lots of trees growing nearby. There will be plenty to eat close to home. But the trees are important for another reason too. In the fall, the beavers cut down trees and use them to build a sturdy dam across the creek. Where once there was a narrow flowing stream, soon there will be a deep, wide pond. Beavers are slow and clumsy on land, but they are great swimmers. The sooner they make their pond, the better. Then they will be able to swim away from enemies such as bears, wolves, and mountain lions that can easily chase them down on land. With its 4 chisel-like front teeth, a beaver can cut down a small tree in minutes. Once a tree is down, the beavers gnaw off branches and haul them to the stream. They lay mud and rocks on them to hold them in place. Water begins to collect behind their wall of branches. The pond has begun to form. But it's not deep enough yet. Little by little, the beavers add more branches and mud. As the dam gets bigger and more solid, the pond grows wider and deeper. At last, it's time for the beavers to build their home, or lodge. They make a big pile of rocks, mud, and branches in the middle of the pond. How will they live in this solid heap? They tunnel in from underwater and gnaw out a hollow chamber. The chamber has a lower level for eating and a nice dry upper level for sleeping. Here, in their lodge, the beavers stay warm and cozy through the winter. In the spring, their babies are born. The beaver kits love to swim and play with their parents. Bears and wolves may spot the youngsters from shore, but the wide water of the pond and the sturdy walls of their lodge help keep the beavers safe and sound. Let's take a minute and look at the picture together, okay? So do you guys remember how the beavers got the items for their lodge? That's right. They cut down trees. They gnawed at them with their front teeth. They got branches and mud and rocks. At first, they just made a giant pile like this, okay? See where I'm pointing down here? They got a giant pile and it went up, 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 up. But then, after the giant pile of mud, twigs, and rocks was built, then the beavers, look at this guy here, they swam underwater and they started gnawing again out a whole tunnel. okay? So now they get into their lodge by swimming underwater. It says underwater entrance. Now, if you remember, it said there can be two areas. One area where they eat their food. It says right here, feeding ledge, okay? And then also another area that's more dry for them to sleep. I think this guy here is sleeping. Maybe this guy is eating. Fresh air flows in through here. And look, they even have a winter food pile on the outside. So when they want to eat, they go to their food pile, they grab it, they swim back in the water into the hole they made and go into their lodge. Okay, boys and girls, that is the story for this week called Busy Beavers. Can anyone think of what kind of book this is? Is this a fiction story? Is this a made-up story that's not real? Or is this a non-fiction text with information in it? That's right. This is nonfiction. It's information. This is teaching us about beavers, okay? So let's review our words for this week. The first word, repeat after me, is wander. When you wander, you move from place to place without knowing exactly where you're going. So it's kind of like you're just walking around. You're wandering. You don't have a plan. Everyone say wander. The next word is plenty. If there is plenty of something, there is more than enough. Plenty. For example, the beavers lived in an area. They set up their house in an area that has plenty of wood for them to eat because they made their house near trees. Plenty. That means there's lots of it. Next word, sturdy. Something that is sturdy is solid and strong. So if something is sturdy, it means it's not going to fall apart. Everyone say sturdy again. Next word, ideal. Something that is ideal is perfect in every way. Everyone say ideal. So the lodge was being built in an ideal location because it had lots of trees for food for the beavers. So it was perfect in every way, ideal. Does that remind you of another word? What else is perfect in every way? That's right, it's one of our old vocabulary words. Next word, diligent. Can you guys say diligent? Someone who is diligent works very hard and does things carefully. Diligent. So when the beavers are making the dam across the water, which has the lodge that it is their house, they are diligent. That means they work very hard and very carefully to make sure that their house, here's the other vocabulary word, is sturdy. It's something that is solid and strong. Sturdy, solid and strong. So they are diligent because they work very hard so that their lodge can be sturdy. Let's review all the words one last time. Repeat after me. Wander, plenty, sturdy, ideal, diligent. Okay, great. If you'd like, you can listen to the story one more time, and this time see if you can hear the vocabulary words within the story, because this time, now that you have a better understanding of the vocabulary, you'll be able to comprehend the story Busy Beavers a little bit better. Thanks, boys and girls. See you next time.